Now, having done your customized navigation bar, and here you can see it on my website here, what you're going to do is you're going to do a customized input form, and you're going to do it in a pretty similar way to the way that you've done your customized navigation bar. So the link is actually on here, how to create a customized form. So if I go to the page on CSS forms, I'm actually going to pick, you could pick any of these ones here, but I'm going to pick this one at the bottom here. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do to customize my form is I'm going to turn it from, instead of saying to be a responsive form, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and let's change this into, instead of saying responsive form, is I'm going to put gamed order form. You can do any sort of form you want to here, but I've just changed this so it's going to say games order form, and let's put this here. Please pick which games to order, and you can do anything in it here that you want to. So instead of having a first name, I'm just going to have a name. Now I don't need to worry about any of the labels on here. I'm just going to change what's listed on the form here. Instead of doing last name, let's put email. Instead of having country, let's actually have game. And then instead of listing Australia, Canada, USA, let's list the games that are on my site. Now, what these options mean, you don't really need to worry about. If you read the site, it'll tell you more about that one there. And if I click on run now, what it'll see is, you can see it's actually changed that particular form. So I've sort of customized it to start off with, where people can sit there, instead of putting your last name, let's put email in there. And click on run. And then it's got email in there. Okay. And I click run to do that. Remember, as with the last one, I can click save if I want to, and it produces a web page where it's got your code in saved to do that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a similar thing with my CSS I did before. So for example, if I want to change the color of my input button here, okay, and my text areas, I'm going to go back to my color picker, and I'm going to pick a color that I like. Let's try that one there. Control C, back to my editor, and here what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a background color in here. Now this actually hasn't got background color, so what I'm going to need to do is, if I copy background color, oh, it has got a background color here. So what I'm going to do is for this input type submit, sorry, they're the text ones over there. So actual fact, if I put this in here, and you can experiment and play around with that, it changes the color of the button there, you can see. If I want to change the ones of the text and the select areas, I can just simply copy this background color into here, click on run, and you can see those text boxes have done there. I don't really like the fact that it's gone green, so let's pick a different one from my color picker. Let's pick a nice dark one from here. And this particular property, and as I say, if you read through the tutorial, it tells you more about how this actually means. But actual fact, this is the hover one, I think. So I'm going to change the background color of that one there. Click on run, And now when I hover over that, it should be a nice dark purple on there. And you can change, you can have a go at changing any of these ones here and changing the border, etc. And the padding. So for example, if I change the width there to 80%, let's say you can just have a little experiment and see what looks nice. I've changed the size of those ones there. Okay. Now, when you're happy with your form, all you need to do then is click on Save. That link goes on your website. What you also need to do is if you click Control A, Controls to select all, Control C to copy, I go back to my web page. Let's edit it and change it on here. So let me just delete that one that I put in already. So I've actually copied the link to that Save website in there. What I'm also going to put in there is I'm going to click on the embed tag again, click on embed code, Control V to paste that in there, click on next, click on insert. So what I've got there is I have got on that page there, if I publish it, click on publish, and let's view the published site. I've got my customized navigation bar. I've got my code for my customized navigation bar there. I've got my customized order form, and I've got the code there for my customized order form. That was actually the one I'd done before, but you can copy that in, that's fine. This link here then is the one that you upload to Classroom and actually hand that in. And so long as you've altered 2 or 3 things in the CSS for each one, that's fine for the actual assignment. Now, on the assignment, there is an extra little bit about using what's called feedback, where you can actually get it to send you an email with those details that you put in those forms. Now, you don't have to do that for the assignment, but if you want to have a try at that, you can do. Likewise, with that CSS tutorial, you don't have to do it all, but if you're interested, it's a really good set of tutorials to do. And I say, if you're interested in web design, it will teach you a lot about web design.